Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
Disney wants your money more than ever. Sorry, I didn't know how to broach that in a sane person way. So Disney is talking about price hikes for their Disney Plus and Hulu subscriptions.
So we're going to be getting more content then, right?
Didn't they just announce recent-ish that they were trying to cut content?
Yep. Cutting content overall, cutting back on budgets for content, and now they want more money. Funny how that works.
It is funny how that works. I mean, they're not changing the price for Disney Plus with ads or Hulu with ads. They're both still $7.99 a month. But if you want to keep your ad-free Disney Plus, it's going from $10.99 a month to $13.99 a month.
I feel like originally, wasn't it like $7.99 a month for Disney Plus, just ad-free?
I feel like it was when they started.
Yeah.
We locked into that 3-year deal.
Yeah, we did a 3-year deal where we got it really cheap.
It turned out to be a good deal.
It was a good deal. I mean,
it was pretty much like
we
a
knew we were going to
so.
keep it for 3 years with all the Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's what we do, so.
And Hulu ad-free is going from $14.99 a month to $17.99 a month.
More money.
They're both going up, what, $3?
Yeah, and I didn't see accompanying this announcement any more content coming. Like
more content.
My biggest problem with Disney Plus is I don't really care about the old Disney stuff. I don't really care about the old Marvel and Star Wars stuff for the most part because I have most of that.
Well, it's great for families because kids really like to watch the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Especially when the younger they are, the more they just want to watch literally the same thing over and over. I mean, we wore out the Brave Little Toaster.
You've told me the story.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I get that. It's nice if you have children. It's nice if you're enjoy Disney or you like Marvel and Star Wars and you don't own them all on Blu-ray or whatever you might have. That's nice, but if you're an adult, there isn't anything ever new on Disney Plus other than the occasional Marvel and Disney.
Right, and you kind of watch those
Marvel and Star Wars,
come back later, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand their business model. It's kind of rely on the old catalog and just here's the new Marvel movie and here's the new Star Wars stuff and that's it.
Hulu gets more new stuff, I feel.
I guess I don't really watch Hulu.
No, we used to have Hulu and then we got rid of Hulu because we weren't watching.
No, I never watched it. Yeah.
But what's interesting though is now for $19.99 a month, you can get Hulu bundled with Disney Plus without ads, and that's supposed to launch on September 6th. That might bring Hulu back
That's
for
a decent deal, yeah.
Because we would be paying $13.99. Add some more dollars to that, and we can just have go from 14 to.
That's what they're hoping.
20, yeah.
They're hoping people are looking at it the same way.
People who don't have both.
Yeah.
They're not looking at the people who already have both who are like, wait, I can save money. Instead of paying the 14 and the 18, I can go down to 20 for both.
Which seems like a heck of a deal. That's that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
They're increasing their live TV because they have a Hulu plus live TV package is going up $7. It's going to be for the ad-supported plan, it's $76.99. And the ad-free plan will be $90.
Oof.
Even ESPN is going up $1. ESPN Plus is going from $9.99 to $10.99.
Everything's going up, and you don't get any more. You just get to pay more. It's lovely. Especially with the writer's strike and the actor strike. We know there's going to be a gap here between content.
Could this be them trying to gain money
front
because
load
they're
in a
stuck?
Way? Maybe. I don't know. It's a really weird time to announce it because we know you're gonna have problems in the future. You're either gonna have to spread it, butter scraped over too much bread here, to quote Bilbo, or you got some kind of secret plan.
But what's interesting though is right now, the writer's strike and the actor strike hasn't affected the present, so a lot of people don't even realize it's going on unless they're reading it on MSN or Google or whatever homepage they open up to.
Yeah, you're still watching all the new shows and stuff, so I don't think you're really
a problem.
Yeah, yet. It will be.
Yeah, it's coming. The longer the strike goes on, the more delayed projects are going to be. They're falling behind as it is.
Yeah.
We will hit a lull.
Yeah, it's going to happen, and then you're going to wonder, why am I paying $13.99 a month for nothing?
And then to take a page out of Netflix's book, they want to kind of do away with the password sharing. Because Netflix did that thing where if they realized you weren't geographically located in a certain spot and accessing Netflix from all over the place, I know my parents were using ours and they live 5 hours away, I would have to pay an extra $8 a month just to have them have an account on my account, which was weird because then they have their own password and stuff. And
yeah, it's kind of separate but
because
the same.
Because ultimately what they want is they wanted me to drop them and then get their own pay full price. I mean, they're still getting me to pay more than I wanted to, but
yeah. And on this one, I do see the perspective of Netflix and Disney. I'll give them a hard time on the price increases, but I get that you don't want one person sharing 10 others. That that hurts.
Right, when Netflix came out, it was share your password with everybody. And same with Disney Plus. It was, hey, you can have X many profiles, so why not use X many profiles?
I get that one.
So I can understand password sharing being a problem for these companies, streaming companies in general. I get it. The price increases...
It's hard to justify right now. Like, everything is going... Like, everything
inflation is
up. Everybody's
off the
being
charts.
hit by it. Yeah.
Everyone's paying more for everything, including essentials.
Yeah,
like
that's
food and gas.
That's the big problem, right? Like, you're paying more for gas, you're paying more for groceries, you're paying more for the stuff that you need, and then the stuff that you want tells you we need more money too. Yeah, I can see just biting them in the ass. Circle.
Yeah. I mean, what is even our we have natural gas for our heat and stuff because we live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Even
they're like, by the way, there's going to be price increases, but you can lock in a rate for a year, and we always lock in a rate because it's just smart. It just feels like a smart idea at the time.
It does because the prices are pretty outrageous sometimes.
Companies around us that have to service the people who live in the middle of nowhere, like if you have a septic tank, you know what I mean. Even they sent me a letter in the mail. It's like, by the way, because of all this, we have to raise our prices by this per gallon and stuff. And I get it. It just
it's everything. That's the problem. It's everything. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not just the groceries. And while we're sitting here discussing inflation, but it does have bearing on this, right?
Absolutely.
If you can barely afford to put food on the table, like you're not going to pay an extra $3 for Disney Plus, especially when you know there's no new content.
The sad thing is, they're really starting to make you choose between streaming services. Before it was what cable plan do you have? Yeah. Now it's how many streaming services are you going to afford?
Well, I see the future where we're just gonna have like 2 or 3 options, where it's gonna be like cable version 2.0. Mm-hmm. Where they're all going to be under like one umbrella.
Packages.
Well, no, I mean, I seriously see that. It's just going to be like you're going to kind of bundle them all together, or they'll just eat each other up. Mm-hmm. Like Disney obviously wants to eat each other up, and then you got like Apple who wants to eat Disney. So it's eventually going to be there's like 3 of them, and then you'll have all 3, or it'll be like some kind of they work together. I don't know, but that's what I see.
Too many right now.
Way too many.
I mean,
everybody wants to get in the game too.
Even just thinking about the ones I know of, and I know there's tons I don't know of. With everyone having a streaming service, for one, why are you buying cable? Streaming was just the better option for so long because streaming was so much cheaper than cable, but now it's like, well, to have enough streaming to get everything you want,
it's almost the same.
It's going to cost the same, but now with inflation, it's going to cost more, depending on how many you actually value.
Well, then you have to, like, speaking of that, you then have to look, like, how many things do I actually watch on this? I pay $10, $13 a month because I watch, like, 2 shows on it.
You get to play the turn on and off game is what you play.
Yeah, do I really want to pay essentially $6 a month to be able to watch this?
It's like, well, I want to watch Game of Thrones, so I have HBO. But I only watch HBO for Game of Thrones, so it's like, okay, well, I have to turn it off and then turn it back on for the few months that Game of Thrones is on.
And they're hoping you don't think of that. They're hoping you will don't want to go through either you forget about it or you just don't want to go through the hassle of like canceling it and picking it up in another 2 months when something else you want to watch is. It's
funny because it's the same as I work in banking. And CDs are fun. Certificate deposits, you put money in, there's interest rates and different time periods, and it's the same thing. It's literally working at a bank, you're trying to convince somebody who goes, well, your bank is offering 5.1, but I saw on TV that this bank is offering 5.3. So your job is now to convince them either A, can we match that? Or B, can we pull up like our rate matching tools? We have toolkits like called what if calculators.
Are you trying to sell me a CD right now?
No, but we have these calculators that tell you how much money are you going to make there versus here with our rate versus their rate. Yeah. And is it worth your time and hassle to close an account here, which is going to take a little bit of time, not like days, but it's going to take you, like, let's say 5 to 10 minutes. We got to close out the account here. Now you got to go to that bank and open a brand new account, which is also going to take time, even more time than it took for it to close here.
Is that worth the
Is it worth the extra effort to now go over there and deal with stuff?
Sure.
So it's all about, and it's the same thing with streaming. Is it worth your time to remember to turn on and off those things, to constantly be juggling around going, which streaming service aren't I using? What was I using for this? What were the detailed charts and graphs?
I think we just created a new Banker Naboo right there.
Banker Naboo.
Which is actually the most accurate of all the Naboos, since that is what you do.
That is what I do. I'm actually still in my work clothes.
Me too. Slightly different level of formality than what you have on right now.
I came formally dressed for this.
I did not. Yes, I am in my full work uniform.
Wow. So to sum it up,
I don't know where
Disney
this
has gotten. They're just doing what everyone else is doing, so I can't really fault them.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they want to make money. They need to make money, right? We always talk about that. It's not just a matter of they want to. Yeah. I mean, it is and it isn't. Like they still need to make money. I get that. and Disney Plus has not been profitable. So you have to ask yourself, is the way to make it profitable to charge more money for the same amount of content and maybe even less in the near future? How many people right now are, on the verge of like, I don't know if we can keep Disney Plus, and now you're going to charge $3 more, and
right.
That's the tipping point. Do you actually lose more or do you make more when you do these price hikes? Not to mention how many people you're going to piss off with the whole account sharing thing. That
in their ads price, their with ads is more expensive now than Netflix. Netflix with ads is $6.99 a month, the standard with ads. Now, Disney Plus is $1 more. Their standard for ad-free is $15.50. And Disney's moving up to $14.
And I swear when Disney started Disney Plus 3-4 years ago, whatever it is now, 4 years I think, almost in 4 years in November it'll be, wasn't kind of their pitch is hey, we're cheaper than Netflix. We're kind of the cheaper alternative to Netflix, and now it's now we're
well, like I said, their ad-based is now more expensive than Netflix, and they have less content than Netflix.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that this is... We'll see. We'll see what happens in the...
Like I said, it's getting weird. It's like their streaming wars are still happening, and we're following them. It's very interesting.
It is. I think we just rambled about it for 15 minutes, so
it's funny,
hopefully it's interesting to you, too.
Some of them I do ads, some of them we do without ads. It depends on what we're watching.
We have so many. I don't even want to sit down and add them all up. I don't, because I know it's more money than I would want to spend on that by it.
But it's less than you probably think. I'm
I don't
pretty
think it
frugal.
Is.
I'm the person who will shut stuff off and not tell you and then put it back on later.
And then I'll try to click on why isn't
didn't you have that problem a while ago? You're like, we don't have this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I turned it off. Our shows aren't on.
Yeah.
We'll come back later.
That's Banker Naboo.
Banker Naboo. I find it worth my time. Well, they're not offering me a deal. I'll do what I need.
That's right. All right, well, I think that's going to be all we got for you this time. Now it's your turn to take to the comments below and tell us what you think of Disney Plus.
Or if you have any questions about CDs.
Yeah, if you need banking advice.
Generally, don't move your CD if you have one. What you want to do is you want to tell them you are thinking about moving your CD and see if they'll do any rate matching. If you ask, most of the time they'll do it because they want to keep your business.
Of course.
They want to. Plus, if you've got other products with them, they're more willing to reach out and do more for you.
I like that you're giving the secrets.
Banking.
You're kind of like the insider trader here. Not that's what insider trading is, but that's what I feel like you're doing right now.
Has some secrets.
I like it. I like it a lot. But anyway, take to the comments below. Let's talk some banking. Let's talk some Star Wars. Yeah. And until next time, thanks for watching.